afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero of Strike, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to the exciting 2 vs 2 on Crossing on the Rhine, or across the Rhine here. Within the west, we got Germany, Oberkommand West and Wehrmacht fighting for Germany, Deutschland, and the Großdeutschland Panzerdivision with Storm, fortified armor, mechanized assault, special operations, fortifications, and Firestorm. Versus in the east, we got the 1st Guards Mechanized Corps here with Absolute Machine and Silenthit fighting for the Soviet Union with Guard Motor, Short Rifle, Mechanized Support, Soviet Industry, and Soviet Combined Arms Army with bulletins for infantry all the way there. Versus Germans are for tank destroyers, Stukas, mines, and Panzerfausts. Sniper start there for Silenthit for Absolute Machine. It's a maximum start there. Versus the Germans and south, we got Grenadiers, MD-42s, and Grenadiers on the way for them. It's a lot more infantry from the German army as they push forward to resist the Soviet advance here from the 1st Guards Mechanized Corps. Points being grabbed there. Grenadiers out for Deutschland. Engineers setting out, and we've got their sniper team almost down there for Silenthit. There'll probably be some Strafniki to further push onwards there. And another maximum there for Absolute Machine as he pushes northwards for the Rodina. We got Redforce heading southwards, and I don't know, we'll just call him Dots because I can't read Cyrillic, which I think that is. He's going for a lot of Fulton as he pushes sort of centrewards. No sandbags here. For example, you could move up the Sturmpanzer here. For example, create some barbed wire bits there to make it harder for the enemy to rush towards the point. In the south, engineers, snipers moving ahead there. MD4 setting up, they're catching engineers right there. Grenadiers nearby, pioneers, but actually wiring off here access to the fuel point directly. Good work there. Sniper getting off a hit there on the MD42 team. Slightly moves back. So, will he try and rush the sniper here, or what will Redforce do in the face of this engineer sniper force? We got regular constructs out here for Silenthit. You'd think it'd maybe some penal troops right away, but he's not going for those right away. In the centre, no resistance here for Dots, who could, in fact, looks like he's trying to move down to support perhaps his teammate here. And meanwhile, Absolute Machine just continues to the northwards, grabbing territory there as well. Grenadiers, pioneers advancing here through the centre. Sniper sitting up position in the bunker there to fire down at the fascists. Comes there, taking hits in there, go full to flank in. Good work, good work. Snipers there forced to relocate from the bunker as it is no longer a safe position with which to snap fascists from. And there you go, penal troops on the way for Silenthit. In the centre, not much happening there. A lot of troops waiting. He's possibly waiting here for Absolute Machine to make his move here from the north, who's actually now gone for 3 maximum machine guns. Looks like he might try and move down here to support Silenthit in the south, who of course has encountered a bit of hard resistance. He's got barbed wire going up. He's going to try and block off the paths here for his opponents. Good move there, or at least interesting move. Mortar out here for Redforce. In fact, he's going for double mortars. A lot of light artillery there. Limited infantry, whereas it seems like Dots is going for a lot of infantry. So, a bit careful about, creating such deviations. It can usually mean one player's going to be worn down a lot faster, and then the other one has to do the pulling, but isn't quite capable of it. Of course, the Surge can get away with it currently due to the state of the Maxims, but imagine, they slightly sort out the Maxims, so that might certainly not quite be so viable. Sturmpanzer going in after the Maxims, well, flank in behind and catching out in the open. Good work here by Dots. Here we got forces being engaged here, but the Maxims suppressed behind cover because they're caught from the side, where cover isn't quite, as covering. Remember, cover is directional. If you don't actually, gain a benefit from it, blocking the shots, it won't do you much good at all. Sturmpanzer pushing back the engineers, so a few losses here from the north. Absolute Machine could try and flank behind the Maxim here. Meanwhile, Minesweeper's up here. He's sort of spotted some of the mines here, though he hasn't dealt with a lot of them, but it's definitely an interesting way of he's just scattering S-mines here and there. That's definitely not your usual approach in mining, but it's not half that one. It just means, of course, things are a bit more scattered. Overall, the Russian players had to be more careful about just walking around willy-nilly. Fulton moving up, he mortar fire raining down there as the German mortar battery there just fires away, splashing apart their Russian infantry units, and who knows what else. South abandoned though for the time being, which will mean the S-mine fields aren't quite as effective. Generally, an S-mine field performs the best when it's part of an overall bigger thing, or sort of very much off the road there, where someone who's harassing might just be caught off guard. Fulton is being pushed back by the Strafniki support here, but the sniper, we got more penal troops on the way for Silenthit. Back at base here, we got still a lot of maxims there for Absolute Machine, who's continuing to push northwards here for the Germans. We've got here Trot on the way, then he's going for 5 Fult's going to do squats in that sense, doctrinally. 5 Sturm, special operations would, I think, benefit him quite well. I mean, he could do with fortifications as well, but it doesn't, I think, quite play directly well into it. Whereas this one, for example, with recall losses could make it very potent. Fult's there close to getting wiped out here, but the penal troops, they push forward. In the south here, Silenthit continues. He's moving in, clearing some more minefields. More losses inflicted from the heavy mortars fire there from a Redforce mortar battery. He's actually gone for more grenadiers, and he's also taking up there. Like to make a nice company going up into space, but there you go. Engaged by the penal troop supported here by the sniper. Need to retreat before they're wiped. In the south, you actually hear some S-mines going off. Somewhere. At least it sounded like it. Comes that they're almost wiped. Mortars do make it out there, though it is pretty damn close here for Redforce. That could have gone very ugly. A few sort of different rolls there in these shots there, if they hit or not, and that could have been at least one mortar crew down, if not two. So that was definitely not too well executed there by Redforce. And there you go, he's going for Storm Doctrine. That's a pretty interesting combination so far. I mean, if you sort of look what he's got, he doesn't actually benefit from it a lot there. Well, he's got some units that can benefit from the ambush, but beyond that, not so much so far here. Fult's been shot at quite badly here by Maximus. Penal troops flanking in from another side as well. In the south here, minor engagement, 2 Grenadier squads here versus the penal troops who moves ahead there, but out in the open, the Grenadiers should have a good chance of shooting them down. But there you go, flamethrower range actually forces them out of the heavy cover towards light cover, where the flamethrower doesn't get a bonus. So in fact, continues to pull back here, drawing them into the MD-42 here, giving the penal troops the more free shots. But there you go, MD-42 firing up the penal troops, catching them out in the open. Mines going down there, good work. Maxim remaining here. Might want to lay down some mines around that, maybe some barbed wire as well. And a half-track out here could then use that to lay down Regal mines. That would not be a bad idea, but also transport troops about. That could also allow him to support his teammate more rapidly. Dot there's yet to do anything with his truck. No battle group headquarters or mechanized regiment. Penal troops moving from the north, supported by a sniper. Do need to be watchful of that. Those S-mine fields. Half-track to the rescue for Deutschland. Moving ahead, then getting here, the penal troops out in the open with its MD-42 there mounted on the front. And there you go, straight through the minefield, or at least remains of it, suffering some losses, but nothing huge. Battle group headquarters going up here for Dots. A part of me thinks he might have benefited more from a mechanized regiment and a fast look, but that's too late now. Half-tech continue to move forward here. We'll be seeing some Regal mines to slow down the communist advance here against the borders of Deutschland. Fighting around here, double Maxim setting up. They're basically cutting off any direct advantage. Of course, a quick flank. Oh, basically just using the half-track to have infantry bypass them could work out nicely. No upgrade and no sign of Regal mines. Not entirely sure what Redforce is thinking with that. Meanwhile, troops standing about there. He's still got 5 Fult's Grenadier squads. And of course, you can soon upgrade him with assault rifles, forming a very massive assault force. And we got Soviet Industry here for Silenthit. Soviet Industry. First Allied Doctrine chosen. There you go. Maxim almost wiped out. Half-track might be able to finish off. They're going before 2 Grenadiers flanking behind. Good work. Maxim being flanked as well now. And we got pioneers at the front line being engaged here by a lot of angry Russians. Conscripts and penal troops. 3 squads of those by for Silenthit. Absolute Machine has taken up, but so has Silenthit. Another Maxim wipe there. He could actually grab both of them here using the Grenadiers and the half-track to reinforce the front line, turning them against the Russians. But, oh, S-mine field going off and killing numerous penal troops. Instead it is here, Dots grabbing, and of course he can also reinforce from the half-track, by the way. And he does so, good work. Good work there. Half-track there, certainly showing a bit of a purpose. Actually gotten 5 kills already. Not half bad. Their teams are them getting fired there by the MD-42. Troops reinforcing, overall strong position. A double mortars joining in as well here. The half-track certainly a corner. There you go, going for the other Maxim as well. Penal troops moving up. Maxim cancelled up here to fire away at them. But, oh, Satchel charge, retreats, but will it be in time? Ah, 9, not in time. Ludwig, Friedrich, and Rupert dead. The northeast jump lines versus the Maxim, they're actually outmaneuvering. We've got the T-70 rolling out here for Absolute Machine. And currently the Germans have actually got 0 anti-tank here. They got no wheeled things besides the Panzerfaust to stop it. No Panzer effects, no Academy-Memphis, no Pax. Pumas, 222s, you name it. Nothing that can really help to stop the T-70 besides just liberally dousing it with Panzerfaust. We've got here falling back with some of the support weapons, keeping the half-track nearby. Panzerfaust getting a damage in the T-70 and sniper engaging the Germans from the other side. Catching a bit of a pickle here. Nothing from Silenthit. As for Absolute Machine, he could go for more. He can also, by the way, call in some allied supply drops. Munitions cache going up here for Redforce, who has yet, I think, to actually utilise his doctrine at all. Again, it's a bit odd. He goes for Storm, but there's no ambush camouflage. No half-track mines there, Regal mines. Nothing. Whoa, he's double smoking the T-70. That's definitely one way of doing it. I mean, it doesn't prevent it from pursuing or anything, but it might discourage it from getting too aggressive since it won't know what's on the other side of the smoke. and could easily end up being Panzerfaust. But there you go, folks, just charging forward there, assault rifle in hand, blasting through the Russian lines. The men of the Groß Deutschland persevere for Endsieg. T7 they're closing in on Veterans. You won in the south, we got a bit of movement. We also got air supply drop here for Silenthit. Huge crates of precious American capitalist fuel dropping down from above to supply the Soviet war machine. Panzer shake up for the Steel Pioneers of Dots response is quick, and we got mechanized support here for Absolute Machine opening up for guards run again, smoking out in the T-70. Again, that's definitely one way of sort of just trying to nullify Allied armor. Sort of early in the game, just smoke out there, preventing them from using the range or anything. Again, novel, I'll give it that, though again, also imagine if he'd actually laid down some Regal Mines when he could have, he might be able to catch that T-70 and knock it out. That's that. MG42 being supported here by the half-tech, he's going to lay down mines here. I mean, again, why would you go for this if you're not going to use the Doctrine? And certainly not any of the Regal Mines. Got a massive infantry push here, supported by a sniper there for Silenthit. Flamethrower upgrade now, bit of a shame now. I think he should have stuck with the mines and the ability to actually reinforce his troops. Much more potent in a sense, and also, you know, helped his teammate out quite a bit there. But looks like it's not the case. They've got a P2 push here. MG42 needs to turn about to deal with that. Mortis is supporting a northern push. Right now, Redforce needs to be careful. I mean, he's got his attention all over the place. That's usually where things can go really wrong. So, right here, a bit risky, I would say, there for Redforce. In the meanwhile, Dot is focusing on the centre and holding that for Deutschland. Again, so much infantry here. MG42, half-tech being pushed back. If you got another troop moving in there, half-tech being pushed away. Almost got the flamethrower upgrade ready, but at the same time, not really bulletproof. So can easily take a lot of damage here. Units being wiped out, vehicles lost. Another truck there for Dots. Might go for spare panzer quarters. Flamethrower half-tech really intent on getting the snipers, burning them alive on retreat, but also risking their being annihilated. Oh, losing mortar teams. Burning up things here. Mortar crew down, another one might get wiped. Got the sniper. Oh, just try and burn down the base. No, don't, no. You should have just tried to burn down the machine gun emplacement in the first place before trying to retreat. Oh well, bad decision there. I think overall there by Redforce. He could have used that half-tech much better again, just regularly here, I think, rather than trying to use it down a sniper with a flamethrower upgrade. Ended up being a bit wasted there. Rough grenade down south, Penals continuing up here. Northwards, T-70 breaks through the lines. Mortar they're left behind for the Russians to grab. You got PTS has dropped as well there. A lot of guardsmen, I think, by Absolute Machine, using the elite infantry road there. Penal troops there suppressed, more constant moving up, more grenadiers on the way there for Redforce, say no Panzer Grenadier at all. Meanwhile, we got Tech up there, moving on to tier 3, good work. More supply drops there for Silenthit. Spare Panzer quarters up as well, might have a chance of shooting it down. Push for the centre. North, though, is pretty much all Russian there. The Germans haven't really made any efforts. In fact, we can see that both Dots and Redforce is stopping down here on the southern part of the map by the beaches. Penal troops constant there, holding back the Germans, but not for long, before the Germans with MD4 machine gun support their push forwards. Going points here. T7 hanging about. We've got Tech up here for Silenthit. Mechanized armor Campanier. And with all the supply drops here, you could easily bring up a lot of T-34s right now. That could actually be quite nice there versus the Germans. That's a good armor breakthrough there, would certainly do a lot there. Pack 40 moving up. Folks there flanking in behind the max. We got T7 to the right to block things off again. Veteran T2 here. Mortars could, of course, try and smoke it down again. Of course, we'll see if he does that actually. But there you go. Panzerfaust, ahoy, ahoy. Taking it down to less than half health here, but still, folks, will have to fall back. South lightly defended here by Pioneers and MD42 pushing onwards again. A lot more pressure. Usually on this map, it tends to be a lot more focused on the centre. We're actually seeing some actual effort from both sides on the south here. And the Germans actually tried to push beyond the victory points in a sense, which is actually surprisingly rare. Again, most players pretty much tend to see it as, you know, get to the victory points and not one step further, which tends to give the opponent a lot more time to do something up there. We got a caveat here for Silenthit though. Flamethrower tank, also an option. A part of me would like to just see some T-34s that are being rolled out. I think you'd do more with that, but anyways, caveat out here. Could burn through the fascist lines in magic moments. Needs to split up that infantry site, or at least have a mortar lay down the smoke screen. There's something right here. It's just getting absolutely halted by a single German max from there. 10 kills already. Gardner versus Volksgrenadier with the assault rifle and K-98Ks. Maximum forced away in the north here. Grenadiers pushing force right into the maximum. They're not looking too good. Not looking too good. Mortar firing in support here. KV8 bursting through the front. And there we go. Wipes out the maximum team. Panzer flash. That's not going to last in the south. MD42 keeps things secure for now. Finding some Panzer Grenadier out here for Redforce. Again, I don't think he's... Oh, he's actually got ambush here on the MD42. That's something. That is something. He's finally actually utilised something from his doctrine. Considering he was the first one to actually choose the doctrine, it does feel a bit strange. He's not really utilising it. Guards mortar here. And KV8 flanking against the MD42 there. Which rather reveals his damage. There you go. Gets a good kill there right away. Pins down the rest of the unit, but has to retreat pretty rapidly. Full on these Raketen efforts. Pack 40 taking Silenthit. Mortar, Panzer Grenadier carrying the centre here. And he's moving for tier 4 there. Redforce, bold move here. And meanwhile, from Dots, he could go for the Panzer 4. Now instead he's going for light infantry guns rather than say a bit of tanks. So they could push forward against the Russians. In fact, right here, Absolute Machines only got the Guardsmen, so he'd be somewhat vulnerable to armour. So I think a bit of a missed opportunity there by Dots so far. MD42 crew there after being wiped by the Strafniki and the KV8. And they are very much expecting the KV8 to come back here. 2 Raketenwerfers, Pack 40s. I mean, they are very much expecting this. Pack 40 not allowed to shoot only in armor. There we go. Still moves ahead with the right there. That was close to basically spoiling the entire surprise. KV, there you go. Damage engine. And KV8 down. Did not expect that kind of armored ambush. Well, anti-tank ambush. Completely wiping out the KV8 there. Punishing Silenthit for just sort of rolling ahead and not just taking the hit once we begin firing with a Pack 40 just pull back there. Small Russian force here against the sizable German force being pushed back there. Panzer Grenadier, MD42. We've got a Maximum coming in the north though. Penal troop manned here in the centre. Dots, they continue to fight onwards with this 5 full Grenadiers now. Almost every single one upgraded. A lot of support weapons as well here. More supply drops here for Silenthit, who's getting closer to the KB2. Absolute Machine might be playing for the ISU, but could still take up in the meanwhile for some other armour. Fighting in the south here. Counter-attack there, pushes back the Germans once more from the south. The advance there has failed in the centre. Russian troops pull forwards and the support from the mortars. Continued advance here in the north. Nothing really happening. There's mines being laid down, bases sort of fortifying the air, making it hard for the Germans to push through there. Good work by Absolute Machine. Though he could still benefit from some extra bits. If you actually get a munitions cache up from him, allowing him to get more munitions, but also supports his teammate with more munitions, which of course allows him to call in what I like supply drops. So also munitions cache. In fact, they in fact almost mirrored their munitions caches. That's disturbing, actually, in a strange way. Can't quite put my finger on it. But not a single fuel cache from either player. Mortar fire raining down there. Not a lot of German effort. They need to push more troops down. We got a mortar in a precarious path position there. Strangely exposed as well. Back here, troops getting ready and pushing up once more. And there you go. Heavy Panzer Corps finally going up for Redforce. We can quickly go for the Panther. Or the Sturmpanzer. Considering there's not too much armour, Sturmpanzer would be a pretty good choice. Of course, he's paranoid about enemy armour. Panther would be good. Obviously, we don't know there's no armour immediately here. So, I mean, Sturmpanzer would be the immediately sort of more beneficial. But, of course, Panther could be more useful down the road. Battle here not going well for the Germans. Halted by the Maximum Penal Troops combo here. Come on, Redforce, get out of Sturmpanzer. The North troops are holding about. And there we go, he's going for the Sturmpanzer. As for Dots, he could go for a Panther now. He could go for the Panzer IV. He could go for a lot of things, but isn't going for anything. Definitely missing out on something there. The Panther IV would really, I think, help them again, allow them also to pressure versus Absolute Machine in the north a bit more. There you go, large intercept moving in there from the Großdeutschland straight into the arms here of the penal troops and the penal troop and machine gun. Cash into fire, and there you go, wrecked by a satchel charge. And there we go, with that, he's actually gotten ahead there. In fact, noting Absolute Machine is blowing a lot of resources and is really doing a lot of damage there comparatively, whereas Silenthit is in fact the one doing the most so far of any player. In fact, far ahead of the Germans, so good for him. But there you go, we got the KB2 heavy assault tank out with this 152mm gun. Really big tank, also expensive to make. Really expensive to make, in fact, and maintain. Not very practical, in fact. One of the reasons why the KV series was quickly discontinued. As the war continued. There goes Jump Punch out though here. Full Redforce, pinned back machine gun on the way. Peels have been gunned down by Panzer gun to the MD42 fire. Got a Stuka bomb drop here ready. We got fortification here for Dodge. Could consider some trenches, for example. S-mines will also work out from artillery, Pack 43s. And there you go, Sturmpanzer rolling out there, going engage to the guardsman with a 152mm shell. Grenade off on the Panzer gun is almost wiping out the entire squad. KB2 setting up here on the cliff, ready to fire down in the beaches. Like a murderous watchman with a really big gun. Also mines covering up that bit. Ooh, straight into mine here. Apparently some issues there, can't quite properly see or something, or perhaps the Sturmpanzer is just close either way. Ordered to not fire. Aircraft shot down. There you go. Both shoots, both miss. In the centre, dots continue to maintain positions. Almost got the Sturmpanzer there, Guardwing head, conscript, Maxims. Almost got again that Sturm. Oh, KV2's not having the best of luck there, hitting anything. And got another hit. Still terrible shooting there. Still terrible shooting. Almost, but still not quite there. Grenade off on the MG42 gun is coming up behind some barbed wire. Almost got the MG42 there with a good hit from the 152mm gun. Sturmpanzer hit with 150. Straight into the penal troops here. Decent hit, but not the best either. Sturmpanzer there being forced to fall back. More troops being into support. No sign of armor being seen. We got a Panzerwehr for Redforce in the centre. We got a howitzer here for Dodge, but still no armor. He's filling so many resources. Guess he might be aiming for the King Tiger, but then he should at least go for the mechanized regiment. Otherwise, he's just floating a ton of fuel for no sane reason. A few hits there, but nothing really being hit. KV2 might want to move ahead a bit further to support here instead of just hanging back down the cliff, looking really cool, but not really practical at the moment.
Panzerwerfer deployed.
Good hit there. Panzerwerfer for Redforce, a bit of rocket artillery as well here. In the north, we actually got Germans flanking through it. Good. Finally trying to outmaneuver there for a northern flank. Good. Better. Still armor would be great here, and of course we still got the howitzers supporting, so both sides got some amount of artillery here. Sturmpanzer almost firing out some penal troops there supporting in support of the Panzer Grenadiers. KV2 still not moving ahead. Got an HQ fire out here for Absolute Machine, finally realizing he needs to get out something here to do damage with War, get out an ISU. I mean, he's quite far behind his silent hits and even, Dots and Redforce. I mean, he's really just been the one doing the least here. He's been overall too passive, leaving his teammate to do most of the fighting. So in that regard, Absolute Machine needs to, get things a bit more in gear. We got the HQ moving ahead there. KV2 also supporting here. Almost got the Sturmpanzer infantry at the centre there, coming under fire there from the KV2. Pack 40 moving up. Almost got it. We got Panzerwerfer fire here from Redforce against this HQ-5. That's basically a waste of artillery. Northern flank here didn't quite work out much there for Dots, but still I guess I applied some pressure. We got artillery firing away as well. 8 killed so far. Trying to silence that guard's motor by the looks of it. In the south, the Germans are slowly creeping ahead. Sturmpanzer being slowly fixed up here. Will Redforce also go for a howitzer of his own? In which case, I mean, he really shouldn't have gone for the Panzer when you think about it. I mean, he's got Storm, he's got a howitzer, why not go for one himself as well? The infantry holded by MD42 fire. A Kedmevers though, 2 bunch up there, go easy target here for the KV2s now. Getting an HQ-5 to support that as well. So both players aiming for HQ-5s. Tank destroyers, no tanks as of yet, besides that KV-8 really. Almost got a hit there with devastating consequence. Still overall, Absolute Machine needs to pressure more, pressure harder. flank harder. I mean, really, he's got such an open north flank here. In fact, he could go straight for the howitzer and knock that out if he wanted to with a few tanks. Or the ISU in theory. Schwer Panzer Corps moving up, so they're finally going to be making us straight up there, so Dots can finally stop floating so many resources. Sturmpanzer good to go, KB2 still holding back here, and there we go, Absolute Machine finally able to call up his ISU, so a lot of big heavy guns there for the Russians, a single big heavy gun there for the Germans from the form of the Panzer, or the Sturmpanzer. But the Russians there got two 152mm guns now on the field. Grabbing the central victory point as well here. Instead we got Dots counter-attacking the north. We need to counter-attack the centre as well. Of course we got the how to support that. No, he was trying to counter the KB2, but by that point he's already moved. Pack 40 moving up, MD42 there, ambushing the S85 very effectively. Pack 40 getting off a hit there, Panzer Grenadiers moving ahead. Need to be careful. KB2 setting up their ISU, moving towards the centre support there. Pack 40 wiped, nice shot there, Petrov. And the MD42's next here, half the unit gone. In the centre, ISU supporting here. Explosive rounds to take out numerous False Grenadiers, leaving them crashed on the ground. Adding a Pindelmark machine gun there, the Dushka. Pack 40 there, 10 being crewed. There we go, almost got it again, 11 kills. Northwards, not a lot of action there. And Dots seems to be playing for the King Tiger, but honestly, it has to be one of the least efficient King Tiger players I've seen here from a Obo Commandos play in some time. A lot of resources wasted in the process. Okay, Memphis need to be careful over the K2 there. They are doing some damage. They're still close. They're being wiped out. There we go, one out. Sturmpanzer moving up, getting a good hit in the penal troops. Pack 40 supporting as well here. KB2 with the damaged engine. Almost got the Kedmef. Almost. Pack 40 moving up further. There we go, got it. Pack 40 moving up. Sturmpanzer there. Go straight into the line of fire. The two tank destroyers, H85s. Pack 40 moving up. KB2 backs off, heavily damaged. And there we go. Pack 40 got the KB2. The artillery raining down the maximum crew as well. In the centre, the Germans are losing ground as well. So while they got the KB2, they haven't really got much else. And there goes Sturmpanzers wiped there. Heavy losses for the Germans, even as they are inflicting quite a bit there on Silenthit, who has been forced to do a lot more than his teammate. And again, Absolute Machine needs, to do actual more there. He's basically leaving Silenthit to do all the fighting, and it shows. I mean, he's absolutely behind there. It's great that he's holding so much there, but clearly the opponent isn't bothering much. He should try and take advantage of it to flank the enemy, do some damage there instead of allowing Silenthit to do all the fighting for him. And really, Absolute Machine needs to get it together there. I mean, otherwise they could risk losing at this rate. Also, no mid-game analysis, really long match. ISU, they're there ready with high explosive rounds. Pindelmark machine gun on top. Dushka there. Panzer gun moving forward, straight at the gasp, and a quick grenade here could be helpful. There we go. Fuel drops on the way there, and what do we have here? We got our King Tiger out for Dots, finally bringing up the Schwer Panzer. Field 2 pushing forwards. Large force, we got a Panther batch, I think, supporting here. Is it artillery? Oh, we need to be careful. In fact, his force has been spotted. Panther barrage could in fact be quite devastating if he were to get it off, but looks like he isn't. Troops heading to retreat. Panzer Grenadiers in particular, low in health numbers. Almost wiped out there. ISU continues to cover the centre, but not really doing much there. Quick hit then, Nation 5. ISU fires. Misses by the looks of it. And the German army continues to advance here through the south against the Russian lines. We've got a repair station there, busted, left unattended. The lack of tanks is certainly showing in the road reliance of tank destroyers also. Nice being caught though by the King Tiger moving hit there. ISU need to switch your time and pitching around to have a chance versus that. H5 with the damage engine, Pack 40 firing away there. Repair station so far surviving, and Pack 40 misses. Silenthit not too far off there from KV2, a bit more to go, King Tiger continues here. ISU's fancy show time, piercing rounds, good hit on the King Tiger. Conscript moving ahead, Maxim as well. ISU sets out. And Conscript's wiped out. This Silenthit wasn't quite paying attention. Another loss for the Russian army here. And the Sturmpanzer's gone. Unfortunate there, obviously. ISU's got the King Tiger down to half health. Not bad. Might want to get his tank to up support as well. Repair station is well on the hill now from Silenthit. Shot bounce off the King Tiger in the south. PM2 pushing forward straight to MD42 fire. 2 MD42s in fact firing into all these Russian troops we got here. Bombing strike down. Oh, right here on the battle group headquarters and the howitzer. Knocking it out there. MD42 team lost. Veterans won there for the Panzerwerfer. In the centre, King Tiger fights away. And here pioneers a bit of trouble. Maxim crewing ahead down the German mortar fire as well.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Quite a lot of fire. 85 takes a hit there. King Tiger takes a hit as well. Eventually 2 for the 85. 85 number 2 moving ahead. IC also covering here. And we got another KV2 for Silenthit. Another KV2.
We have lost the machine gun crew.
So they're not giving up there. Panzer gun in the south here, holding off the Russians for a bit. Their victory points wise. They're close up with a small lead there for the Russians. For the first Guards mechanized corps will continue to push against the German lines here. King Tiger running back heavily damaged. North seeing no action. Again, there's a lot of options there for pushing through, but sadly they're a bit too preoccupied with the south and centre. Team consider sending out a few units. KV2 then engages the Panzer gun, but misses absolutely, and the Panzers do manage to get out of there before they are annihilated by this monstrosity of steel. Kednev creeping up. Artillery fire raining down there. We got the Hack Harter firing. Now howitzers. As you back to explosive shells, we've got Katyusha on the way there for Absolute Machine. Silenthit also pushing forwards there. And we got zeroing artillery down here. Penal 2's quad here in the Panzer barrage getting suppressed, taking losses. KV2 they've been caught by the zeroing artillery source like Kednev, for the Kednev's knocked out. KV2 needs to get out of there before it's too late. There we go, hit. Another hit. Another hit. Almost knocked out here by zeroing artillery. Damn close there that Silenthit was about to lose another KV2, and in this case much more rapidly than the first one. In the south we got here a Panther out for Redforce and the Gorsteich and Panzerdivision, Panzer and Moving forward with a Pack 40 there supporting on the way. Whoa, Katyusha there, seems a bit forgotten there. MD4 sitting up their ambush bonus as well. Landing several nasty hits. The Katyusha's fact almost knocked out here, so it gets riddled with bullets from the 2 machine guns. H5 moving hit, Penal 2's pushing towards the centre, heavy focus there. And King Tiger then moving up to help push back the Communists, the Bolsheviks. And there we go, excellent hit, fuel drop in here for Silenthit. Panther moving in, they're catching the H5 from behind. Good flank. Need to keep moving though, keep behind it. Kednev firing into the flank, Panther's gun is moving to deal with that. Keep moving, he pulls back. Then again, there might be something more here, but either way, close to there. Kednev almost knocked down there, go annihilated. H5 almost knocked out. Grenadiers, Panther first could do the trick. And there we go, H5 kaput. ISU the fires in at them. Artillery raining down. Katyusha actually exposed. They could rush the Panther straight here. Couldn't even get the KV2. There we go. H5 down. Almost got the Katyusha. KV2 being repaired finally. But will it be enough? Or will it be too late? I suspect it will be. Satchel chucks down the Panther. Had he driven over that would have set it off immediately. But he didn't. KV2 down though. KV2 down. Next up is the Katyusha. Redforce there pulling off a nice armoured assault here. Straight through the flanks, not through the centre. And there you go. Got the CoH2's roll here. Heavy losses there for Silenthit and Absolute Machine.
200 points remaining.
Another HQ5 there for Absolute Machine, while Silenthit is getting one over the zone as well. 15 kills there on the ISU. Panther pulling back here. 3 kills for Deutschland. Step on it, Jürgen. I want to get out of here schnell. ISU and HQ5 there, setting up, trying to get off some hits there, possibly on the Panther. Oh, almost got the Grenadiers here with the Drusco machine gun, and no. Bastard gets away there. Oh, no, gets wiped by the ISU. So a lot of heavy tank destroyers there. Well, just tank destroyers in general. The Soviets did have some heavier ones, like the ISU 122, which basically is the same gun as the IS-2, but sort of more used as a tank destroyer. Penal troops goes back here, Pioneers versus Engineers. We've got stuff moving up there. HQ5 moves ahead. HQ5 almost done there, and we got another bombing strike out here, in this case towards here. Against the light infantry gun, and oh no! Gets it! Arts lost there for Dot and the Ghost Deutschland. Nice shoot so close to Veteran 2-1 there. Germans got the south, Russians the north. But the thing is, the Russians, or the Germans aren't really trying hard with the north, the Russians are trying hard with the south. And the thing is, they got a lot of tank destroyers, meaning they can, in theory, if the army engages them head on, counter it pretty hard. What they don't have is actually anything that could flank the Germans with. Meaning they're actually quite vulnerable themselves to get flanked. There you go, King Tiger getting the HQ5 in from the front. Another HQ5 opening up, the King Tiger actually is in a bit of a precarious situation now. Closing in a bit T2, ISU turns about as well, he needs to pull back the King Tiger. Oh, main gun destroyed, blitzing out of there. Shot bounced. Looks like the King Tiger makes it. And it is moving up, the HQ5 moving ahead. More fuel being dropped there into Silenthit space. And Fox is moving up, engaging the HQ5 from the front there with the Panzer Faust. Veterans 1, 22 kills there for the ISU. And the north, still nothing really happening. Unit wiped there by direct mortar hit. Nasty though. Full Fox gets got lost there for Dot, so it's beginning to bleed out. Panther engaging, getting caught here by several tank destroyers. Heavy damage suffered. Pack 40 supporting a bit near the Panther, needs to get out of there, and that is pretty quickly. Veteran 2 on the Panther over there, 18 kills. Pack 40 moving up, the 9-tire short Redforce thinking that man's clearly not going to work out. And MD4 Veteran defeat with ambush bonus there, tying into the advancing penal troops. Penal troops there halted as well. We need to retreat here, too many penal troops, too much veterans, too many flamethrowers. Panther over there fighting a close quarter battle, not at the advancing penal troops, but instead at the mortar, I think, trying to silence that one. Kinda works, but not for long. And the MG42 is lost. He has lost his veteran fleet, MG42 crew, a huge loss there for Redforce. King Tiger, Panther being fixed up. King Tiger really close to veteran too. Panther halfway there. And we got Panther hiding up in ambush as well in the south. Will there be any tanks here? Any T-34 swaps from machine or Silenthit? It so far seems not. I'm guessing Silenthit aiming for another KV2. As for Absolute Machine, it's all assault guns and tank destroyers. And certainly no flanks here again. There's really a lot of opportunity. They could have tried to push in from the north and do some damage that way, instead of just trying to barge through the front into a lot of machine guns and the King Tiger that way. More supporting here from Redforce, blasting down rounds than the Soviets. Slight harassment attempt here, but quickly halted by mines and who knows what else.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Panzer going to continue to remain ambush. We've got another Panther on the way there for Redforce. King Tiger getting Veteran T2. HQ5 by Veteran T fleet, high rate of fire alongside its high penetration. And there you go, King Tiger pulls back here a smoke screen. Panther heading northwards, HQ5 moving forwards. A lot of repair stations up now here from Silenthit, allowing any tanks to be rapidly fixed up if need be. There you go, Panther moving north to push out troops there. No, Sturm Panther or King Tiger would be more useful. Going for the victory point, there we go, quickly push back again. In the south, not a lot happening, just, oh, something got wiped there. Almost wiped. No, he recruited the MD42 there with his Panzer Grenadier. Penal troops that up again. We got 2 grenadier squads, bit light machine guns, 1 infantry, 3, and there you go. Penal troops annihilated. In the north there, fighting intensifies here as Redforce pulls off half decent attack there. Tank destroyers and heavy assault guns are being mobilised to halt the advance here of the fascists. Panzerwerfer barrage. Panther moving up there. Good flank behind the HU. No, flank it. Instead he stops up right in front of the HU5 here. In fact, all of it. In this case, gets sluggy before pulling back. In fact, a lot of the Russian tank destroyers and assault guns can't hit the broadside of a barn, it seems. But there you go. Panther all of a sudden very low on health. King Tiger flanking in from the south here would benefit from another Panther, but that's a bit off here. And of course, Dots could benefit from another tank. He's actually going here for the Pack 43 to help control the centre, help also all the tank destroyers. Not a bad choice. Almost got the HD5 there, but taking hits from another HD5. In fact, 2 HD5s are firing at it. Panther flanking in there with Pack 40 support here. And there you go, HD5 down there for silent hit. King Tiger though, blitzing away again, half HP efficiency 3. HD5 almost done. King Tiger almost knocked out as well. And almost got it. Panther there. Oh, needs to flank past, but again doesn't. Almost got one HD5 here, but the Panther's about to go down as well. There you go, HD5 down. HD5 dead, HD3 misses. Panther though, right past the mine. And goes taking slot here by the ISU, which is closing in eventually too. More fuel drops there for Silenthit. Is aiming for another KV2. Sadly, neither cert players ever consider maybe a few fuel caches. Another munitions caster here from Absolute Machine. Panther fast on the ISU. And there you go, Pack 40 firing away. Pack 43 is set up ready to deal with any Russian armour. Also, fun fact about the Pack 43, there's apparently a field cannon version as well, or Feldkanone 43, which could fire as artillery with those 88mm shells. Fun fact, I just learned about that one recently. But not surprised though. But yeah, little fun fact there about the Pack 43. Folks, they're fighting itself as MD42 and penal troops. King Tiger moving ahead, half H to 3. We got Panther there being fixed up. Other Panther is good to go and is ready to move northwards. Another HD5 here for Absolute Machine, and no tanks whatsoever from the Russians. And there we go. KB2 number 3 for Silenthit. Trying to get closer with the sector traps, not quite working out there. Close, but so far. And they're pushing northwards here, engaging their machine gun crew with all of its machine guns, and it's making very short work there of the Maxim crew in the south here. King Tiger moving ahead, almost got a Maxim there. Oh, an MD42 actually. There we go, gotta go hit an HD5 as well. That's so close to Infantry 3. KB2 moving down and getting the King Tiger head on. Shot bounces though. HD5 shot bounces as well. The Kev never fires, so that does not bounce. Another hit then the KB2 so close to Infantry 3. Losses being suffered there for Dots. As Redforce setting up his Panther attack in the centre. But looks like we got more serious over here, which ends up being rather wasted munitions there for Dots, who's still not going for any additional armour. Floating so many resources there, in particular fuel, that is absolutely ridiculous. How much fuel he's floating. Panther barrage raining down, and the mortar not quite doing a lot of damage, but close to Infantry 3. And we got a third HD5 for Absolute Machine. 3 HD5s and an ISU. Not a single T-34, though he might benefit from that, or some Katyushas. Can't help but feel 3 HD5s and ISU 152 is rather excessive and overkill, and in fact a bit unbalanced in terms of force composition. Troops moving in against the Volksgrenadiers.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
More fuel drops there for Silenthit. HD5 mode's fixed up.
New Su-85 to deploy.
Germans controlling the centre, south but not the north, though the Russian grasp there has sort of loosened a bit. There's more resources being diverted to the south centre. More to the 16 kill 50 and there you go. Infantry caught it by the King Tiger, so close to Infantry 3. Opening up there for spearhead mode if you can get it. Almost got the machine gun crew there. Orbital line gunning in here for dots. Some hardened veterans of the Ghost Archer and 2 Panthers here fighting in the centre. He's getting ready for it. ISU fires away. Close veterans, and there you go. Veteran flee for the King Tiger. Hardened King Tiger crew there for Deutschland. And ISU they run straight from the 2 Panthers and the Pack 40! Buddy! My God!
Opponents are seizing the sector.
Panthers going after, they might get alongside the Pack 40 with the Pack 40. Oh no! HG5, they're knocked out. 88 high velocity shell, there goes through the armour. They're going from the ISU and the KV2. The Panthers are taking catastrophic damage, plus the 2 HG5s. That Panther down in a matter of seconds. Almost got the ISU though. Eventually 2, but gun knocked out. There you go, forced to pull back his Panther. King Tiger flanking in for the south. They're using spearhead mode. Panther almost knocked out here. Close veteran fleet. King Tiger continues ahead here. The fight to take the hill, it seems, is on. Pack 40 fleet continues to fight. Panther going to be moving ahead here. Almost got the mortar. King Tiger bouncing off a lot of shots. Almost got the KV2, but there you go. Sizable hits. Gets the KV2. Blitzing out of there using the spearhead mode off. Almost dead. HG5 continuing ahead. It needs to be kept. They're going caught by the Pack 40 fleet. There we go, Pack 40 fleet shoots but misses. Airstrike going in. Oh! No, wait, that's a fuel drop. I thought that was a bombing strike. In the north here, Panthers pinned down here, though before they managed to get to the victory point. Pinned down here by the veteran fleet, maxing with 10 kills. Aircraft shot down before it landed the supply drop. Almost got the max into the Grenadiers. Now shooting at the Pack 40 fleet. Nasty armoured assault there, and through overall just attack themselves sides to manage to minimise the effect here of the assault guns and tank destroyers. It was rather close though, and a good flank from the north for the further Panther there I think would have done a lot of good. They're further splitting up their fire instead of just trying to push through them together. But, you know, so nice. Oh, no artillery called in here now on the Pack 40 fleet. Gonna silence it once and for all. Panther have their close veteran fleet, and light infantry gun down, Pack 40 fleet down. Fighting continues here. The terrain is increasingly shattered. And more guards from their absolute machine. He's suffered some massive infantry loss, though Silenthit, of course, has suffered so much more because he's had to carry so much more weight than his teammate for a large part of the fight here, which isn't really good. King Tiger getting ready again. Panther good to go as well. Redforce throwing a lot of resources. We need to go for another Panther and some Panther Grenadier, or maybe some caches. There you go, another Panther on the way for Redforce and Germany. Silenthit could benefit from some conscripts, but also fuel caches. And we got the German infantry moving north here, going for the points here. Good work, good work. King Tiger moving ahead there, almost veteran default. Catches here the HG5. Panther moving from the other side. Almost veteran default there, and there we go. Veteran default, but taking heavy hits, even popping spearhead mode. Panther needs to get past it, behind it. King Tiger blitzing path, back. Panther going in there, engage the HG5 veteran fleet. Got again a lot of tanks plus the heavy assault gun. Fortress almost annihilated and Panther pulls back. Had they jumped the bed better, I think they could have done a lot more down to the King Tiger, overall taken less as it was overall less focused down. Meanwhile, the Germans are grabbing the north. This is good. Finally, some more flanking from the Germans. So far, they have been overall the better flankers than the Soviets. In particular, Redforce there, I think, has sort of been the sharper of the 2 German players. Trying to hit with the munitions cache. And there you go, another Panther for Redforce. 100 points left there. Panzerwerfer wiping out an entire guard squad there. Veteran fleet on that Panzerwerfer. 41 kills. Good job. And Max running up in the guards in a few moments. Oh, Janice in a few moments on the Max moving up support as well here. Gunning them down there. Not going to last long there for the Grenadiers. ISU there, firing away in the centre as well. Volker's advancing. Almost wiped. There we go. Volker's almost annihilated as well here. They're dead. Not Dots need to be careful. He needs to get more infantry out. I mean, he needs to spend some resources. Call in some Panzers, man. But he's getting a lot of orbital done. But still, call in a Panzer for something to help support the King Tiger. I mean, he's flooding too many resources as well. Phew. Panther getting ready here to full-on assault here. Getting ready to flank. Good, good. Attacking from several angles. Better. I think you try and blitz through. Panther effort wipes out the enemy mortar crew. King Tiger then gained the HUD-5. ISU. Panther then gained the HUD-5. Pack 40 spawning as well here. Panthers need to blitz. King Tiger should consider blitzing as well. Almost got there, one of them, but they've got another tank destroyer flanking in. If only had more tank support there, King Tiger. The Panthers are pulling back. King Tiger, too late. Knocked out. Knocked out. Bit of waste there by Dots again. Need to consider his tactics a bit more, but there you go. Panther moves ahead again. Versus the veteran Invasion 5, and there you go. It finally goes down. The hero SU-5 tank destroyer crew is dead. Kaput. Panther base moves ahead there, goes straight to the ISU. Gets some more hits there. Panther following up here. Almost got it. Other SU-5 turning about here. But will it be in time? Almost got the ISU. Oh, this is the Panther. Almost got the ISU. Another HU5 on the way there for Absolute Machine. Almost got the HU5 there and got the ISU. Finally down, kaput. More HU5s there. Silent hit. HU5 there could get knocked up. There you go. Gets the Panther. Gets the Panther. Mentions too. But gets knocked out itself by the Pack 40. Phew. Again over there, shoots at the front arm, the Panther flings off. In the south, Russian troops push forwards. Panther advances again though, needs to be careful here. We got more Panthers away for Redforce. As for Dots, I'm guessing another King Tiger. Lot of Obersoldaten though, lot of Obersoldaten. MD-42 Panthers here fighting away. Obersoldaten on the range to support. And we got more troops moving in there as well. 47 kills. Conscripts not continuing up the flank here, in fact just going for the fuel point and stopping up there, leaving the penal troops getting annihilated. Second King Tiger out here for the CoH2 Deutschland. Low artillery fire all over the place. The Saint is just turned largely dirt. Panther being fixed, King Tiger rolling out. More Panthers here. The CoH2 Deutschland is definitely emptying a full Panther platoon, if not more.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Field gun on the way there for Silenthit Plaza Maxim. Incendium for the ND-34 under command of Dots. Orbison here opening up here on the ND-42. Getting some good work done there. King Tiger advancing. Veteran 2-1. Oh, veteran on machine gun though. Bantam barrage straight into the advance of the Russians. 58 points versus under 48 in the south there. We've got Redforce over advancing. We've got Penal troops are counter-attacking. Panther moving norwards, engaging a maximum there. Other Panther is what is it? Supporting the first one, there we go. King Tiger advancing up, hitting hits there from the remaining tank destroyer of the Soviets. Maxim's being annihilated in front of its eyes. And Panthers there almost wiping out a Maxim crew of the machine guns. There we go, slaughtered like sheep.
Are securing our territory.
Maxim north, they find down the Panthers. Centrewards, Obersoldaten pushing forwards. Silenthit close to another KV2. Which I think would be his 4th KV2. Absolute Machine has just only got never one ISU and never more. But again, it seems like Silenthit is very much dedicated to the KV2. Obersoldaten could probably consider some booby traps here to help defend the points. That would not be a bad idea. We got bunkers being dug in here to help defend the south. No matter the cost. And Panther finally broke from the north there. Oh! Warlocks. Straight into a mine, and then another mine. Jürgen, maybe we should have some hordes checked before we go through some. Yeah, Ludwig, maybe we should also have the next bits next to them checked. Another HU-5 that looks like he's given up on the KV2 dream there. Silenthit. 48 kills there. Panther firing straight into the Russian advance here from Silenthit, leaving numerous men dead or dying in the mud there, in the dirt. Field gun firing there at the King Tiger from the front. Grenadiers keeping the flank secure there for Infantry 5. Panther moving ahead to damage. Well, trying. The damage engine of both of them, so a bit limited what they can do. Guardsmen taking losses. 50 points left. In fact, less than 50 points left for the rations. HV5 down. Guardsmen wiped out. Absolute Machine is getting slaughtered here. Field gun down. Silent hits. HV5 is engaging. Now they're penetrating in the King Tiger from the HV5. Supply drop on the way there for Silent Hit. Boop traps, and this time also shut down. Panthers on new repairs. He should just get his Pioneers and some Stone Pilots to fix it rather than trying to get down. That's going to take forever. Fixing the King Tiger here. Another Panther and barrage. This is going to be bad news for the Maxim crew. Slaughtered. Blown to tiny chunks. In the south here, machine gun bunkers are basically putting too much of an obstacle here for the Russian army to push through without armor support. Panthers finally making it back into the mechanized regiment. 12 points left. I think this is GG.
They only have 10 points remaining.
Completely and utterly GG. King Tiger get used to 5 head on. Field gunners supporting, and there we go. Game over. A loss here for the Soviet army. The Guards' mechanized course assault has ended in a bloody failure. The Corps starts and stands, though, also bloodied itself, having suffered numerous infantry losses, in particular Dot's battalion there, and Redforce himself also suffered quite heavily there in terms of armor. But certainly some brutal battles. They came down to the fact the Germans were being better at flanking, but also Absolute Machine being way too passive, not really supporting his teammate very well several times, just leaving his flank exposed, not trying to push, and not trying to exploit the enemy's flanks. I mean, that's definitely some issues there. Both players also relied a lot on assault guns and tank destroyers, but again, rather passively and very much focused on the center, leaving the flanks open, and the Germans be able to flank them. So in that sense, there were issues with the flanks there, everyone just defending, but also utilizing there from the Soviet players. I mean, had the Germans not flanked, just gone straight for the center every single time, the tank destroyer plan might have worked out. Thing is, they didn't, so it did not work out very well, in particular since all support with pack forges and other bits that caused some problems there. Had they brought up more armor and flanked with it, they could also have done better. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this 2 versus 2, a bloody fight here on Crossing in the Right. If you did, subscribe, like, share, and of course comment on it. And of course, feel free to send in your own replays. If you do provide links to where on the leaderboards and some details on it, like for example who you are. A lot of players never tell me who they are in their replays. That would also be appreciated. And if you do feel like supporting the Propagandacast, do consider donating. Every donation helps. Every bit helps. So do consider it. Links are in the video description. You can donate via Patreon or PayPal. Thanks if you do. Well, so thanks, and see you all tomorrow though for another exciting episode. This is Imperial Dane signing off. Cheers.